And now after drawing these lines, the next task is to draw the different variables on these lines. And again it's a chart. So let's say if I rename this chart 1, and that cannot be renamed from these available options. The only option we have here is the edit in command editor. Maybe from here we can edit the name. So let's say we call this name as the center line plot of velocity, and click on process and close. So we have renamed this velocity profile on the center line. The next thing is to duplicate this the same plot here, and this time I call this name as the velocity at 0 degrees. Now process and close. And now double click on this profile which is here, and delete this profile from here, and double click this profile here, and now I'm going to delete the polyline 2, and also I'm going to delete this name and put the velocity at the 0 degrees. So velocity at 0 degrees, and it is the line number 0, degree 0, and on the x-axis I would be putting my y location, because here I am going to plot along the y direction. So put the y variable here, and in the y-axis is the velocity. So somehow this will look like in this way. And if you take a look on this plot here, you can see that we have plotted the x-axis on the bottom axis, and on the vertical axis the temperature or the velocity. And the most important thing here, if you note here, that if you increase the number of points in the line, we can have the more accuracy in the data here. Right now sample points are the 10, and let's say if we make it 50, I can have the plot like this, and if I make 100 points, the plot would look like in this way. And again, in a similar way like we did last time, we can again edit the different settings in this plot. For example, you can hide the minor lines, and also this goes for the vertical lines or the major lines, and now you can see the plot in this way. And if you want to save the picture in this way, and let's say I put the name, I want to save the file in the D, and the width I am going to put is 1920, and the height is 1080, which is a 1080p quality picture. And from the D drive, open this picture file, and that picture file can be used for your report writing as well. And now let's say I want to copy this file, duplicate, and put the name as 44 degrees. 44 degrees. Our second thing is that you can also have these all lines in a single plot. And I will be doing these things multiple times. So let's say right now I'm going to create another plot at the 44 degrees, and the third one at the 90 degrees. So duplicate this file. So 90 degrees, and another plot which is a combined plot. So I call this plot as the combined plot. 0, 44 and the 90. Okay. And on this plot, I'm going to create the 3 data series. One is 0 degrees, second is 44 degrees, and location would be the degrees 44, and apply. And the third one would be my plot on the 90 degrees. Because the axes are different, so we cannot plot them really on the one graph. For second plot, I'm going to use my degree 44 and apply. And again I can have the multiple points for the line, for example, and for this 44 degree line put the sample points, let's say 50, and apply. And similar way for degree 90 I can put the points again 50 and apply. And then go to the chart for 90 degrees, let's say, and here I can put the line at the 90 degrees, and this time I am going to put the x-axis as the x-axis and apply. This is how the velocity will look like on this location of the plot, that is over here. On this location, because we have this axis is the x-axis, so I'm plotting this velocity along the x-axis, and you can see that on the middle point we have the maximum velocity, and on two sides we have the zero velocity because of no slip condition. And this is how velocity is changing because of the separating flow on the one side and the converging flow on the other side. And this is how the velocity will look like on just after the bend. In a similar way, you can plot let's say on the y-axis you can plot the temperature, and similarly you can plot the pressure.